Good morning, gamers. What is up? It is your boy MM2K of Geeks, Cloud Dosage, Hard Knock Digital Culture, back again with another episode of In-A-Row Mic Check. This is In-A-Row Mic Check for today, March 25th, 2024. And we're going to be talking in today's video, Dragon's Dogma 2 Under Fire, the critical blowback on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Your boy, Cold Blood Sensei, will be here in the next 10, 15 minutes max. Maybe not even that long. Because we're trying out something new for our In-A-Row Mic Checks. Instead of my, Cold Blood said, my philosophies on whether the world is flat to take about 9 hours. Instead of me doing that, I'm gonna do a quick rundown. I'm gonna go through all the bullet points of the show, like in a 10, 15 minute span max. And then we're bringing Cold Blood in for him to assess my thoughts on this and what's going on overall, give his point of view of everything. So with that said, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. And if you have hit that subscribe button, please do us a huge favor. We're dealing with YouTube's goofy algorithm. So please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit that drop down arrow next to subscribe, and hit all notifications. You want to be notified on everything. If you just happen to see something you're not interested in, just let it breeze. Because here's what's happening. YouTube likes to test out their algorithm here and there and tweak things. And right now they're trying to mess with the personalized section of the algorithm, I assume, because there's a lot of stuff that you guys want to see subscribe to us that they're not notifying you on. So in order to eradicate that, to take that out of YouTube's hands, because they don't know what they're doing. They're still they have no idea how to even handle their algorithm. It's just the way that it is. Put it in your own hands. You got to make your own decisions. Think we're grown. Think you can handle it. Make your own decisions. Go to the subscribe button. Hit that drop down box. Select all. Do not select personalized, because if you do that, you're not going to get notified for whenever we do any of this stuff. Also, if you want to just bypass all that crap with YouTube, join our Discord. When you join our Discord, we send out notifications. Everybody gets notified when we go live. First thing I want to do though is, before we get into all that and I go to the chat, I want to show you guys this. Don't forget too, we are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Amazon's podcast. We're on Deezer, I think it's called. We're on all this stuff. So if you want to opine via the audio platforms, go there, check us out, have yourself a great time. I was at work yesterday for a few hours with my business partner. We were listening to our latest podcast, and we were just cracking up, just having a good time. Just had that blast and having a good time. And he's not even a gamer. He just had a good time with the banter, me, Cold Blood, and chat. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's very, very portable. Makes listening to us a lot easier. Okay, not such a heavy bog on your internet. Check us out on audio, and also too, if you're an audio person. Because what we're looking to do is we do our live shows on Monday. Today's show should be out on audio tomorrow. Why do we do that? Because I want to give it a chance to bake on YouTube. We download it, strip it, whatever we need to do, and then we put it on the audio thing. That takes time. It's just technically it takes time. But if you just prefer to listen on audio, we got something called the Sponsors Club, or Supporters Club. Sorry. You join our Supporters Club, and all this exclusive content that we're doing on the video side, you'll get access to it on the audio side. So say if audio is your thing, you really don't want to get into YouTube, right? Check us out on Spotify, whatever. But if you want access to that members only content, join us through Spreaker for the Supporters Club, and just for a lowly fee of $4.99, you get access to all of our content. Where everyone else that has a Supporters Club, they're charging you $10. We're not doing that. For $4.99, you get access. We already got some great content out there. It's going to be growing, as it does here on the video side. So definitely check that out. Okay. So yeah, check us out on Spotify. Check us out there for the Supporters Club. Last but certainly not least, we are celebrating the launch of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're doing a giveaway. We need your participation to grow. In order for us to launch this giveaway, we need 50 participants in order for us to spin that wheel. Don't forget, spread the word, let people know. The $70 is just sitting there. It's up to y'all. I'm not going to beg y'all to give y'all money. You know what I'm saying? Just letting you know, for those that have participated, they're like, well, what's going on? Okay, everybody else isn't doing their part. All you got to do is follow the instructions for the $70 giveaway. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to pin it too. Join our $70 giveaway, right? And if you do so, you get a chance to be spun on the wheel. It doesn't cost you a thing, but just a few moments to go, follow the steps, get yourself registered. I'm putting that up there right now. And now we are actually pinning that to the chat. So if you want to participate in the giveaway, just follow those instructions, you're entered. All right. Does it sound like a plan, y'all? Cool. All right. So, hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. Yesterday was my son's birthday. We went out for hibachi, had a hell of a time. Ate my ass off. I can't. I'm getting old. I can't eat. I had to bring a doggy bag. Like, I barely ate any of my stuff. Me and my friend went out for breakfast before we went to work. He's like, "Man, you ain't hardly eat shit." Like, I can't eat like I used to, man. I'm old. All that shit bogs me down. And really, I need to seriously, when I was vegan for a while, that's the best health I've been in. I need to go back to that, or what's that, pescatarian, where it's just fish, and cut out chicken and beef. Chicken and beef, especially in the States, because all the shit they pump into it is the worst thing for you. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start next month. I'm starting to cut out beef altogether. Hamburgers is my Achilles heel. Hamburgers is my Achilles heel. That's the thing that always takes me down. I'm not a big steak person, but I'm huge on ham. I love hamburgers. And you know, even having it once in a while is not good, because it sits in your body for about a full day, and then, you know, a whole bunch of crazy stuff happens. So anywho, yeah, so we had hibachi, couldn't eat most of it. A lot of it's still sitting in my refrigerator. My other grandson, when my grandson came over, he ate half of it. He's like, damn, this is a whole bunch of shit. So it sure is. So I guess I'll take that into work with me. But that was my weekend. Played a little bit of video games, talked some shit with Cold Blood. We had a good time. I was playing some Dragon's Dogma 2. And in me playing Dragon's Dogma 2, some things really got under my skin. I really got agitated. Because I see a good game there, but there's a bunch of BS happening on the periphery. Before we get into all that, let's shout you guys out in the chat. Cold Blood says the power of the cloud, and Phantom Dust with the original assets. He says Cold Blood Sensei, saluting Cold Blood Sensei. Yo, bros, Juice. See, I added you to the notification tag. You see there, brother. And Brigadier, if you give me your Twitter handle, I'll add you as well, brother. Brigadier says, what's good, MM2K Gaming News? Brigadier, had to tell him those 2-hour monologues about the earth not being flat. I said, whatever. Y'all try to talk y'all shit in the chat. So we go back to the political shit, laugh all out. They put shit in the food. They do, yeah. You know, food here in the States is horrible. If you watch the documentary about, you know, we don't even thoroughly check for salmonella in our greens. Like, packaged green foods aren't even good for you here. We just give up. We're UK and Europe, like they guarantee, you know, that, hey, you're not going to get sick from this shit. There's no guarantee in the States. Why? Because money dictates everything. All they do, they take a fraction of the cost that it would take for them to thoroughly inspect their food, and they just pay it to a senator or a lawmaker, and the rest is history. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't eat no fruit, no vegetables. I don't get salads. Me and my wife stopped that habit a while ago. And I haven't been sick. The only thing I've caught is COVID. I haven't been sick since I've done this. I've stopped eating salads and rest because they don't thoroughly clean it. When anything that's green and leafy or fruit or vegetable, if it's not cooked, you should wash it in vinegar and let it sun dry. You should wash it in vinegar water for about 15 minutes and let it sun dry. If you don't do that, you are putting yourself at risk for salmonella, because the way this food is grown, the chickens and shit that cause it, all that water and stuff and the disease that comes from them gets irrigated back into the soil and into the water that's used to grow the vegetables. You guys got to watch. And United States, the FDA and whoever regulates the food, they don't deny this. They don't deny it. So that's why they have the recommendations. Don't do this with chicken, or make sure you cut the chicken on this board. No other country that's on our level does that. UK, Europe, whoever, they all guarantee that their food goes through a certain regulatory check case, and you ain't got to worry about this shit. So I do not recommend it. I saw a story where a girl in her prime, she's like some prime volleyball player or some shit. In her prime, dude, she was put on dialysis. She was like 17 years old, all over some spinach that she had at a restaurant. Had to, you know, she was primed to go get a scholarship, all that stuff. Ruins her life to this day. She almost died multiple times. Our food here in the States is horrible, but it's mass produced because all we want to do is eat. Instead of cooking shit at home, all we want to do is go out and eat. So everything is mass produced. These companies don't want to spend money in checking it, and everybody gets sick and they die. Rinse and repeat. All right. Yeah, so he says Dragon's Dogma is about food poisoning. Okay, got it. That was my political spill for the day. All right. Back to the subject at hand. Like I said, do my little monologue. It's gonna be like maybe 10 minutes where I'm gonna run down through all these subject matters, and you guys let me know what you think, and then we're gonna pull Cold Blood in. So I want to talk about Dragon's Dogma. And Dragon's Dogma 2, like I said, I've played it, I have it. I've been playing it via NVIDIA GeForce Now. Very powerful way to play games. Like, you're within the 1 percentile of even PC gamers. They do have some magic stuff happening under the hood. I was fucking around with Cold Blood for like Sean and Geek. Yeah, Geek definitely knows too. Yeah, Sean and Geek know. They probably heard me saying this. They was like, nah, dude, you're capping. But I was messing around with Cold Blood. I was like, yeah, this could run it at 60, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Where even we had modes like hyperdrive mode. It needs some help, but in their most recent update, you can run hyperdrive mode at 80 frames per second on GeForce Now, and I think I had nothing. I don't think I had any DLSS on. So they're making upgrades on that thing, but this is a different animal because the way that they've done it is that the CPU usage is compromised with every NPC in the area. Like, they put so much focus on the NPC that the best way that they figured that they could do what they wanted to do in the game was through this inefficient means that really bogs down your CPU. So you'll be out in the open world by yourself fighting enemies. And you'll see, like, on the NVIDIA GeForce Now or your 4090 card or whatever, you'll see like 4K 90 plus or whatever. In some cases 4K 100. I was seeing, in some spaces when I was by myself at the beginning, I was hitting 4K 100. And then you'll go into the town. And mind you, that was with DLSS off. No frame generation, because I didn't realize that I was using the frame generation wrong. The way that it's labeled in the menu, it made it seem like I thought it was like they're not I thought it was like your input delay I thought it was their input delay technology. So I was using reflex wrong. I didn't even have it on. So with no reflex on, no DLSS on, I'm getting 100 frames per second, 4K, high settings, right? You go in that town, man, forget it. You're lucky to hit 60. You're hovering anywhere between 50 to 39 frames per second. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. There was a recent patch over the weekend. They patched GeForce Now as well. And now I'm finally able to get 60 frames per second. Pretty much consistently. It might dip I'll say this. I can get it now to 55 to 70 frames per second. Even in the cities. In the city, I can get it from 55 to 70. That's my range. So it's not dipping to 39 anymore. Significant bump, but still too crazy for what they're trying to implement in this game, because it's not like, the game looks good, don't get me wrong, but the game is not a graphical masterpiece. It's not a graphical marvel. It's just that they tried to do something special with the NPCs and they didn't do it efficient enough. And it's like Cold Blood said, I was listening to our last episode where he said we were beta testers for this game, which isn't cool. But let's go into the full story, the problem. Then we're going to talk about the tech solutions. that I think needs to be implemented. Then we're going to talk about community solutions real quick, and then I'm going to bring Cold Blood in. So let's do this. So the game was released to mixed negative launch reviews. Dragon's Dogma 2 faced mostly negative reviews upon launch on Steam. The inclusion of surprise microtransactions that weren't detailed enough from reviewers triggered negative reactions and review bombings from the gaming community. Dissatisfied players critiqued the game for various controversial features and performance issues, leading to these negative reviews and the backlash. Some sources suggest that misinformation circulated within the gaming community fueled a disproportionate negative reaction. Excuse me, however, potentially harming the game unfairly. Despite the launch issues, some argue that Dragon's Dogma 2 deserves a fairer evaluation, highlighting its merits beyond the initial negative optics. Here's the fact of the matter. The game, even though I played the game and I could tell under the hood, there's some decent shit there. So much so that me and Cold Blood decided to buy this game over Rise of the Ronin. Like, there's some cool shit here, right? That being said, when you look at the entire landscape and you underscore it with the fact that this game is a fucking $70 game, a $70 game is supposed to be the creme de la creme. You are not to have these performance issues at launch, I don't think, right? And to underscore that sentiment, I want to pull something up here. Because as much as I jump down Digital Foundry's throat, as I should, about a lot of shit that they speak out of turn about, I think Alex Battaglia was 1,000% right on this assessment right here. Let's see here. Okay, so Alex said the following. He said, like Jedi Survivor, Arkham Knights, The Last of Us Part 1 PC, and many other AAA games, Dragon's Dogma 2 has entered its post-launch cycle. Here, issues that should have not made it to release are going to be addressed by varying degrees over the next year. This is the new normal. And I responded, issues should not have made it to release is spot on, but it doesn't have to be the new norm if we make this unacceptable. Why am I saying that? Well, because I see people out here making comparisons to Rise of the Ronin, saying, yeah, well, you know, Rise of the Ronin might have a performance mode, but this game is Look, I'm not one of those people that is going to praise the cup of piss over the shit sandwich because the cup of piss goes down smoother. That's essentially what you all are doing out here. I've never met a big, and I gotta go there because this is getting fucking ridiculous and I'm tired of this shit. I've been gaming for 35 plus years. I've been told, oh man, you gotta accept these new people, man. Welcome them with open more arms. Man, fuck that, and fuck you. I'm tired of excusing this dog shit because y'all don't know nothing about gaming culture. Y'all don't hold any fucking standards. All y'all want to do is sit on the soapbox and tell people, accept this, man. Just have some sympathy. No, fuck that. Gaming has come a long way. It's only recently with these greedy conglomerate companies trying to absorb every single game company out there and these greedy publishers that are trying to make cookie cutter experiences and beat you over the head with a cash register for it, is this shit being acceptable. So fuck you. I'm not going to accept this. This is ridiculous. I've never seen a community that just openly say, please, here's the side of my face. Please beat me over the head with a cash register. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. This is trash. This is unacceptable. It's like what Alex says. If you're gonna release a game, you've now decided that, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get a game to a playable state. Once we get it to a playable state, it's not finished. It's at a playable state. We're going to put it out there retail. And over the course of time, we're going to fix it at what it should have been at release. We're probably going to even charge you for some shit that should have been part of the normal launch because you guys are so fucking gullible. We're going to charge you for shit that should be in the game for free. And the stuff that we do make free, we're going to sit there and say, well, we added this and we added that for free. Like you're really doing something. Well, those were just standards of AAA development. Now I get it. There are more expectations. The tools don't cut down the time. So things have to be, there's different monetization tactics out there. I get it. Look, I wouldn't be the hugest fan of a game being split in two, like how they were talking about Spider-Man 3 might be split in two. Spider-Man 3 Part 1 is $50, Spider-Man 3 Part 2 is $50. But if the game is polished, and that's how you make up the margins, I'd rather that. Like, take out the crummy microtransactions or take out the bullshit that you said, well, the game is, it's decent. So good. Fuck traveling. Fuck fast travel, or fuck having being more flexible with fast travel. But meanwhile, the shit that makes fast travel more flexible, you try to monetize it. And I get it. You can get the same shit in the game. But from what I'm hearing, it's scarce as hell. You know what I'm saying? So if it's scarce as hell, but people don't need it, why monetize it for one? And for two, why are people bitching about it? Right? Okay. So with that being said, but the microtransactions aren't even my biggest problem. My problem is the people defending it. Even if you like the dog shit, even if you like the mess, if you keep letting this stuff ride, there's going to be a time where you don't like the mess, but nobody's going to hear you out because you've been defending other shit. Now something finally comes home that affects you. You're now going to sit there and say, oh, this is unacceptable. We shouldn't be charged $70 for that. And people are going to turn and look at you and say, shut the fuck up. I'm enjoying myself. Quit whining. See how you're opening Pandora's box. I'm enjoying the gameplay. I want to get back into it. But it's still unacceptable. We still got to set standards for ourselves. Nobody's going to set standards for ourselves if we don't do it. We are used as a catalyst to get to investors. They treat us like grass for cows. Like you give cows good grass so they produce the best beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? For the slaughterhouse. Like we're just the grass. We're a means to an end to get to investors. We've sold so many games to so many of these brain dead, beaten in the head with cash register mofos. Look, if you invest your dollar in us, they're in lockstep with whatever we do. Your dollar will grow. Nobody advocates for us. We're our own advocacy. Now I get it. Sometimes we miss the mark, but we just gotta, dust ourselves off and get back in order because nobody's gonna advocate for us. Nobody. Stop accepting this shit. You can enjoy the game. I'm enjoying the game. I praised NVIDIA GeForce Now for shout out to Internet of Games. He said it's like sprinkling, it's like putting sprinkles on dog shit. GeForce Now has tried its best and it's trying its best. Now I'm hitting 60 frames per second regularly now. Well, I found a mode to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been switching between that mode and a mode that slightly keeps me around 55. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. I can handle 55. 55 isn't horrible. Pretty much I can do anything up until 45. I just don't like the big jumps from 55 to 70 because it's noticeable. But if a game was to run 55 frames flat, I don't hate it. I can tolerate a consistency between 45 on up. When you get under 45, I can't fuck with your game. It's as simple as that. But the defense force out here is ridiculous, and y'all need to stop. Now, what are some solutions? I'm sitting there whining and cursing and screaming in my pop filter, but what are some solutions? I'm not a big tech guru. I'm not a game creator, but I think there's some on the surface things that are just common sense that need to be addressed. This is long term. We keep talking about bottlenecks with CPUs or the CPU portion of an APU. I think it's time that AMD and these console makers sit and really figure out some ways to open up CPU usage a little bit more. Dragon's Dogma, I think, is an exception. I don't expect, let's just say, GTA 6 to be trying to do the things NPC wise that these mofos know how to do, and they just don't have the expertise in doing it right. Like, I don't expect you, but CPU usage can become a problem, and we keep running into these higher graphical capable parts of the APU. That's the GPU and the CPU combinations in these AMD cards that are powering these consoles. We keep get all the creamy knuckled about the specs of the GPU side, where the APU is the bottleneck. There's got to be a cost-efficient, smart, innovative way to release that bottleneck, and these platform makers should be figuring out and maybe funding something with AMD. I know Mark Cerny is working with AMD on this shit. But if we can get everybody in unison to at least open up that bottleneck, that helps everybody. I know there's AI and machine learning solutions being worked on, but I don't know if that's just mainly GPU, stuff or what. And see, when you look at the specs of like NVIDIA GeForce Now, that's why they're, even though they say the 4080 tier, that's why from a CPU level, it performs better than an atypical PC you would expect to have a 4080 in it, because of the fact that it's using like server grade CPUs. But even though, it's an AMD one, it's like a powerful server type CPU. But even at that, this game is bottlenecking that. See, intensive CPU stuff isn't a problem for GeForce Now until now. So I just, but to stick back to the consoles, I think these console makers need to sit down and figure out the CPU shit together. Like how you guys might think I'm crazy, but in saying that, but no, when it comes to like video codecs and stuff like that, all these same companies are in like little clans and groups that figure out how to best formulate codecs. Like, I forgot the name of the groups. It loses me now. They can do the same. They need to do the same thing when it comes to the CPU technology. That's long term. Short term, I'm seeing a problem. A lot of it is with, not all of it, but a lot of it is with Japanese developers trying to go from the advent of like, going mobile because of what happened with 360, then going on PlayStation 4, then trying to do the new normal of doing simultaneous releases on PC. It seems like a lot of people are having problems, but it seems like that they're having more problems on average than everybody else with utilization on PC or just optimization altogether. There needs to be learning and development put into learning how to better optimize these games. As Alex alludes, it should not take you a year after launch in order to do this. That's absurd. So these companies, these publishers need to invest into better ways of getting what they need to want done. Like if I'm a developer, say I want to create a game that it's as big as the globe, right? And every NPC in it can talk to me and they have their own backstory, and I can play as the NPC and they have their own story. that would be a great concept. But if the current technology can't deliver all the crazy shit that's in my head, then I got to start making some decisions to where I might cut back on some things, but the things that I really want to do, I take the time and I have the knowledge and the research to really make it prominent in the game with the technology that's available. And I said all what I said about the CPU usage on APUs. That's consoles. There is no fucking reason why this game, there is nothing in this game that screams this can't run at 60 with a 4090. GeForce Now is a different animal. I'm gonna take them out of the equation. With native hardware, if you have top of the line hardware, if you have the best graphics card and the best CPU out there, you still aren't guaranteed a flat 60. That is unacceptable. At 4K, you're not guaranteed. That's unacceptable. There is nothing in this game, graphically, or even what you're implementing with the NPCs, that warrants a game right now destroying your CPU like that. That's just a lack of know-how. That's totally unacceptable. You should be able, look, particularly when it comes to PC, if I am making a game and I understand the standards, like 60 frames per second, even for AAA, even at the highest resolution, is a standard for PC. With DLSS on ultra performance, this thing can't hit a flat 60 because of the CPU bottleneck. And it's not a CPU bottleneck in the realm of just hardware, because you're still getting frame dips with it being at an unlocked 30, targeting an unlocked 30. You're still getting frame dips on console. The CPU bottleneck is just there, period. It's unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. So I think what has to happen, y'all, is that people just have to go and say this. No, if I'm going to buy a GeForce 4090 and I got this type of CPU, I better get 60, game maker. And if I can't get 60, shame on you. That's a reflection on you. And publishers don't put this shit out. I guess we're part of the problem because we bought the game. We bought it for technical purposes, and I do enjoy it, but we bought it to try it out for technical purposes. But the problem is that all of y'all ain't buying it to test it out technically and make content. You guys are buying, oh, this is great. This is not great. If you go buy a $100 steak somewhere and I come and shit on it and glaze it with some piss, I'm just singing over your table as I'm pissing all over your steak. Are you gonna scrape the steak off? Say, oh, well, he didn't drench this portion of it. This is good. Wipe it off with your napkin. Oh, this is good. It's not acceptable. We gotta have some standards. And I feel like that my OG gamers have these standards. My gamers that get it. It's you new motherfuckers. You new motherfuckers that are making content, that want to be this holier than thou shit. Why are you complaining? Stop complaining. Like, y'all just bust the seams wide open. Y'all grab the ankles. No Vaseline needed. Y'all are fucking this shit up, man. I swear. I can't stand yous. I can't, as they say in the Berg, I can't stand yins. I can't stand yins. This is unacceptable. And no, I don't want to see no comparisons to Rise of Ronin. Fuck that. Again, I'm not going to give an award to the cup of piss because it goes down smoother than a shit sandwich. It's ridiculous. Where do y'all come from? Who sent y'all? So as I round it out and I talk about my community solutions, Look, man, this may sound crazy, but we got to advocate for something. And maybe we don't get something directly like this, but something in this format. I say let's get a storefront. Let's go to these motherfuckers with storefronts. And if people, when it comes to these $70 games, if a lot of them get returned, if a big bulk of them get returned, and there's negative scores behind them, and it's related to bugs or performance, the store should automatically stop the sales of said game and go to the game maker and say, we're only going to put this back out here if you say that this is not a $70 game at the moment, and we could put it out here for $60 until you fix the problems. If you don't want to put it out here for $60, then we're not putting it back out on our store. I know that sounds crazy. And I know people are like worried about, well, what about if gamers just go and try to do this to drive down the market price? Well, if you return a game and you label it bugs, riddled or whatever, and it drives down that price for a publisher, then you can't purchase the game for like 30 days or something like that. But something like that has to be worked out. Again, it may not look exactly like that, but something has to happen to be a stopgap for this new norm that Alexander Battaglia from Digital Foundry is warning us about. Because in theory, he's right. You mofos are so willing to just mash buttons. Like, you're not gamers. Like, there's no level of criticism. There is no skepticism. You guys just want to mash buttons. It's the most remedial type of interaction with gaming I've seen in decades. You're happy with mashing buttons and smiling next to a cartridge or whatever, or talking I shot him. You just want to create content, and anything that allows you to press a button and do it, you motherfuckers are happy to do it. And you're ruining quality content being a standard. So yeah, maybe that solution, maybe a finalized version of that solution doesn't look like that, but something in that realm has to happen. And then the price goes back up once the section of reviews starts saying, okay, yeah, everything that they said they were delivering on, they deliver on. And that honor system is, if you're someone that tagged this game and returned it because of bugs or whatever, you can't play the game for 30. You can't purchase it again for 30 days. That way, you'll think twice before, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it really that bad? If it's that bad like this or fucking Outriders, hell yeah, you're like, fuck it, yeah. Because they're not going to fix this in a week. But at the end of the day, before I bring Cold Blood in and we read the chats and he give his thoughts, stop excusing accountability. Because some of us like the mess, that's fine. But don't go out and start wagging your finger at everybody else, because we have standards. Think of when there's a mess that you won't like, okay? All right, with that said, that's my monologue. I'm gonna bring Cold Blood in. Let's talk. Let's focus again on the problem. Let me see here. All right. So I'm in the Discord, Cold Blood. Cold Blood, he got a comment up here that I want to read, which I wish it was the case. And I think quality wise, that would be the case, but it doesn't seem like it from a standards point of view. He says Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be the biggest hurdle for any game this year to get over for Game of the Year. I wish that was the case, because even though the launch wasn't perfect, the performance mode wasn't perfect. You didn't get this shit, man. Shout out, we got Project Storm in the house. Shout out to Storm. He says, yo, what's up, y'all? MM2K, I'm glad you're speaking on this, as I've been talking about this topic each day since launch. Yeah, this shit is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Like, there's no reason why, whether it's GeForce Now Ultimate, whether it's a 4090 rig with the top of the line CPU, that this game should be performing like this. Legendary Kirk says, that's why I don't pre-order games. No way am I'm trusting a game to be finished this day. Yeah, that's true. So you ain't lying about the Defense Force. I know people who are trying to justify this BS, but will then turn around and buy the Pro consoles day one. How come? Which one is it? 30 frames per second is cool or no? Yeah, I when it comes to the Pro, I know I'm getting it, Storm, but I got to see what it does, whether I'm getting it day one. Like, I got to see the gap. I'm confident it's going to be a better PlayStation experience. And so, because, like, if you take a year like 2024, I'm playing the shit out of my PlayStation. Yeah, I'm going to get it. But, yeah, I'm with that sentiment of where, like, okay, well, why are you getting it day one? Like, do you know what it's doing? Like, do you know what the performance is? Why are you getting it day one? Is it just to support PlayStation? Because they put something out better? Yeah, okay. So if I give you a hamburger, say there's two hamburgers, both made up the same way, except one I put lettuce on, the other one I don't put lettuce on. If I charge you $5 for the one that doesn't have lettuce, but charge you $35 for the one that does have lettuce, I mean, the one that has lettuce may be better, but is it $35 versus $5 better? But I've never seen a community, bro, that just loves to get beaten in the head with a cash register. They love to do it. He says, I'm only paying $70 on an IP if that motherfucker comes with DLC season. I can dig it. I understand it. I understand it, and I'm with you on that one. I mean, I can understand the notion. I'm not gonna lie, we mainly broke on Dragon's Dogma. Cold Blood got it for PlayStation. I got it for PC because I was testing it out on GeForce Now. He's gonna test it out on PlayStation, but you know, and we're doing that for content. But regularly, and again, the gameplay is cool. I get that the gameplay is cool, and that's fine. But you know, it still doesn't excuse it. I'm getting the PlayStation 5 Pro. Yeah, bring it up. I'm getting it too. But I'm not coming out blanketly and saying, yeah, I'm gonna get a day one. Why would I get a day one? Like, is it worth a day one? Like, here's what you guys gotta understand. And it's very rare that I buy a console day one. My PlayStation 5 was an exception. My Xbox One X was an exception. When you buy a console day one, that first batch is the most the first batch of any new device is the most what's the word? Defective prone batch out there, because it's the first batch. It's not until it's in the hands of consumers and they see how consumers are interacting with the product and they're seeing the type of issues that they're running into, certain issues that they can't simulate in QA testing. Then they create the subsequent second batch, and then they usually get it right by the third batch. So I pay close attention. My brother taught me this. Pay close attention when a new device comes out. Normally, you don't want to get it until the third batch. Like, you know, they'll mass produce something. They'll mass produce a batch, put it out for retail. They'll mass produce another batch, put it out there for retail. And then when they do it the third time, that's when you want to get it, because that's when it's least prone to be defective. It's by that third batch. And by me going by that instance, I've never lost out. My PlayStation 5, the one that I have now, at first it was a problem, but thankfully Sony was able to do some software shit to alleviate the issues. I haven't had issues with it since that launch month. My Xbox One X really wasn't defective. It just, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't use it much after God of War 2018 come out. That's when my hopes soured on that damn thing. And then I went to PC and went to PlayStation 4 Pro and all this other shit, and I barely started turning that motherfucker off until I sold it to get my PlayStation 5. But yeah, that's your best bet, is not to, you know what I'm saying? Not to buy a game or buy hardware until that third batch. You got to pay attention to when the production batches are. My brother taught me that a long time ago, and like I said, I've never gone wrong because of it. Yo, we got Sean in the house again. Do us a huge favor. Like we said, you can check us out on audio. Check us out on your favorite audio platforms, but also let us know, or let people know that we are live. 2 exceptions back to back becomes a pattern. Well, yeah, that was back to back because I had to make up for my Xbox One X purchase. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Yep, and make sure, guys, your comments are read live on air. Cold Blood's in here now. Don't forget you can donate, or you can leave a thank you, if you're watching the VOD. So yeah, those are the points. We're going to get Cold Blood's thoughts on this. Again, the problem, we spoke about what the problem was. The tech solutions I gave, the community solutions I gave. And my message would just be, don't stick your head out there to get beat by a cash register. Like, have some standards. But those are just my thoughts. I want to know what you think, Cold Blood.
Did you talk too much?
Did I put hold on. I wanted to put your damn
20 minutes max.
What did I do? I didn't get started until like 20 minutes in, so I went 26 minutes. Damn you, so what? I went 6 minutes over.
26? Dude, we are almost an hour in.
I didn't start the monologue until 20 minutes in.
And what was that before?
I didn't start the monologue. I said 20 minutes after the 20 minutes. The monologue would only be 20 minutes, but it was 26 minutes. I went 6 minutes.
This time, I'm grateful you did it that long because I was playing greatness and I didn't want to stop.
What are your thoughts on all this, man?
Dragon's Dogma?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you reiterated it already, right? And I think we are fucking beta testers for $70. We pay them to make the quality assurance.
Yeah.
Tell them what the fuck has to be fixed. Instead of the people that are actually paid to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is the new norm, like Alex said, because Capcom released a bunch of shit that they're going to work on with the game. Various updates that should have been done day one. And he said, this is the new norm. Like, you're going to release a game, $70. It's going to be fucked up at launch, and then they're going to fix it throughout the year. Why are, in your opinion, I gave my opinion. My opinion is a lot of people that are out here capping for this and saying that this is okay, they're not gamers. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people out here creating content, showing their face on camera, smiling next to games, and shit. They're not gamers. Like, a gamer from way back or a gamer that understands the culture is not going to roll over for this. So that's my theory, is that all the cap is coming from the non-gamers. I mean, what do you think? Why are people capping for this and saying that this is okay to launch a game like this?
Well, for the PC dudes, it's easy because they're fucking mad that Final Fantasy is not on PC. That's why they have to cap for the next best thing. For the Xbox dudes, for the Xbox dudes, it doesn't matter. Any fucking game that is multiplat, they're gonna cap for it.
So
it's
if it was 5
it's easy for
frames,
those.
yeah.
But for PlayStation people,
Who's
I
capping
mean,
for
dudes, those dudes don't have standards.
Yeah.
They really don't. I mean, sure, you can love the game and promote it as that. You love the game, but please don't tell other people that they can have an opinion on the 30 FPS and microtransactions.
Yeah.
Because if you're okay with those optional microtransactions being in every fucking game at this point, it doesn't mean everybody else has to be.
Dude, I don't get it.
Because look. If this is okay now, then anything beyond that, you cannot complain. Ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ever.
Yep.
If they literally fuck you in the ass, sorry. If they fuck you in the ass with microtransactions just so you can continue playing a game, do not complain afterwards. Because you've been the one saying, "Oh, it's all okay."
Yeah. Yep. Oh, you just 5 minutes ago you were looking at somebody else. You're getting fucked in the ass. It ain't no big deal. And then you get bent over.
Well, okay. Then get bent over, but don't complain about it later. Because nobody is gonna give a shit.
Yeah. Hold on. What's happening to me? What's going on? What? Grab my ankles. What are you talking about? Nope. If it was what's good for him, good for you. Take it. Spread them.
Well, so the same goes for 30 FPS in games.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I really want to play a game, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna play it. But I will not say that someone is wrong for saying I ain't playing it because it has no 60 FPS.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the fucking morality police here. The developers they put so much effort into it. Nah, I'm not gonna do all that bullshit.
That's the issue. Thank you. The fucking morality police. Hashtag I'm tired of you motherfuckers, man. Like, go. Like, shout out to Storm. He's in the chat. He said something a while ago that I didn't agree with. I understood the heart of what he was saying, but I didn't agree with in the tone. But now, I understand where you want to cut these motherfuckers off. He's like, a while ago, we were having a debate about 60 frames per second and I was like, there's a lot of people that need that are okay with 30. I don't care for that. But Storm was like, no, 30 frames per second needs to die. He said, fuck it should never be an option in any game. Every game should be 60, top of the line, this, that. And I was like, I understand where you're coming from. But there's a lot of people that, like you just demonstrated, Cold Blood, you don't mind 30 if you really want to play the game, as long as everything else is in check. You don't mind 30. But you're not going to sit here and run around with the morality police and say, oh, you guys that complain about 60, oh, you're just making a hubbub about nublub. No. You are just a gamer. If you feel that way, you're just a gamer that doesn't understand the technical standards that some people have to put out there, and you'll get beat in the head with a cash register. Period. If you don't mind 30 frames per second, that's one thing versus saying, 60 frames per second doesn't matter. If I have a high-end PC, top-of-the-line graphics card, top-of-the-line CPU, why should I be expecting 30? I have that shit because I don't want 30 frames per second. You understand? I have it. That's like buying a car, a Maserati or something like that, to go 100 miles per hour because you like to drive this back street or whatever, and then someday somebody comes to you and says, you know what, on this back street now you got to go 15 miles per hour. And I'm like, hold on, man, I used to zoom through this motherfucker, man. I want to be able to. It's not why I bought this for a specific reason. People buy 4090s and built these expensive rigs so they can't, so they don't have to deal with 30. And you're trying to tell me that your game is created in a way to where I still have no choice? And here's what kills me. Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, what you gonna say?
Every 4090 struggles with this game.
That's fucking crazy.
Because it's not the 4090 that is choking. It's the fucking
That's the
CPU.
problem. Yep. That's it.
And even with the most expensive ass CPU with the 4900K right now,
Yeah,
it still drops just below 30.
yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That's
So
why
let me
sometimes you PC cucks have to shut the fuck up. because if shit like this happens, we're gonna make fun of you.
let me ask you this. And again, like I love GeForce Now. Nothing against those folks. It's the parent company that gotta understand how they, the brand, how they take care of the brand is important. NVIDIA, from what I understand, advertised, there's reflex tools, and they did cross promotion with this game. How hurtful is that to their brand in your eyes? Because you just said that the PC cucks out here that's in there talking shit on the quote unquote console peasants. Now they can't even they're not even guaranteed 60 frames per second anymore. If this becomes the norm, where people just don't properly optimize their games and they blame it on the CPU bottleneck, and your expensive ass 4090 can't help you, how harmful do you think that would be to NVIDIA?
To NVIDIA?
Yeah. Because I mean the whole selling tag between the 4090 is, look, man, I'm not dealing with 60 frames per second. I got a real good CPU, so I'm gonna get a 4090 to guarantee that I'm getting 60 and above, and you can't even get that. What do you think about that?
Maybe it's time for AI to just do everything in the game, and hardware being fucking useless for NVIDIA, at least, because they got the tools, right?
Yeah.
So the AI is gonna handle everything, like the CPU load and the GPU load.
Yeah.
Then we're really not gonna have any problems anymore on PC.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, and NVIDIA has to get into CPU market first. And they still didn't get in there because they didn't get the ARM deal or something. Right? Was it ARM?
I don't know. That I mean, I've heard of that deal, but I'm not 100%.
They didn't get it, so they're not in the CPU market. So.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
If they could be in the CPU market and say we got the fucking gamer CPU,
yeah,
that is the only way.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so NVIDIA was trying to get. Oh, okay, I remember. And who was that? Wasn't that Microsoft that argued against?
and then they got him.
Yeah, Microsoft was like the biggest. so all you PC cucks that are sitting there lapping Phil's excrement every day, we love Xbox, you are not getting 60 frames per second, even with your 4090, because of Microsoft. Thank Phil. Yeah, but it's the morality police that like grind my gears and make me upset. Like, oh, I'm just doing with the game and it's fine.
John, yeah, if they delayed the game, people would be hell mad, but not as mad as they are right now. Trust me.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I think here's what I think, man. And maybe I think these developers don't understand how insulting it is. Okay, so you capped it at 30 on console. I will admit that on console, maybe 30 frames per second isn't that isn't the biggest deal ever. I mean, it's going to create buzz. It's going to be a problem. I mean, I feel like it was harmful to Starfield, but it's not going to be the deal breaker for every single game, right? And so this game is going to do well on consoles. It'll be okay, right? I'm not. That's fine. That's settled. But
almost,
I think when
at least there was no Todd Howard coming out for Capcom and saying you just get a better PC.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally said that.
Yeah. Like fuck it. We're doing what we're doing for the box. Take it or leave it. When it comes to PC, there is that expectancy, Sean. And to me, there's no other harmful scenario than that 4090 person just sitting there like, yeah, I'm gonna get 60 frames plus, and their rig is like, it's like 2 Lamborghini car payments and shit, right? And they can't even maintain 60. Like that's hurtful to NVIDIA. And I don't understand why NVIDIA would do cross-marketing campaigns, but you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, this further puts a spotlight on the fact that NVIDIA does not do a good job in going to these companies that they're going to cross-promote with and see what it is the fuck that they have. To me, that's a problem. You're not putting near NVIDIA sticker. Like, the technology can be in the game, but you're not putting near NVIDIA sticker on this fucking game until, like my best of the line PC or hardware can get 60 out of it. That's just me. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cold Blood. What were you going to say?
Can we look at the supposed backlash of this game by looking at the Steam numbers?
Yeah, let's check them out.
Because I don't think this backlash really did anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think people. Yeah, the game is like hundreds of thousands of active users. Like, it's in the top 5. Yeah, it's actually above Helldivers right now. Let's go.
It's a fucking success in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
Look. You said, why is NVIDIA doing this? That's why. Because the game is so fucking popular, it does not even matter.
I could get why Capcom doesn't give a fuck. But if I'm NVIDIA and I'm putting my name next to this, that's because people are expecting certain performance.
So the hell what?
It's not
we
helping
all
them.
know it's not on NVIDIA, bro.
Yeah, but
it's not helping them, but it's also not really damaging them.
Oh, I don't.
They're
I
just
don't know
doing
about that.
cross promotion with Dogma because it's fucking popular as hell right now. It has hype behind it.
I don't know.
What, you don't know about that?
If I got a 4090 and I can't get 60, yeah, it's Capcom's fault. But why are you promoting this with them? So what do you say? Because I'm saying that
they're promoting 4K 60.
Yeah,
are they promoting 4K 60?
Yeah, but that's okay. But that's tied to your identity. Every brand has an identity. Then what's the purpose of the 4090? If I can't get 4K 60 out of this, then what's its purpose? Why does it even exist? It's the best video card out there. The benchmark is so high and all this other stuff. That decimates your identity. So what's the point of it?
Hey, but if it's a CPU bottleneck, what does that have to do with NVIDIA? I mean, NVIDIA's card is doing its job. In the moments where the CPU is not being taxed at all, and only the GPU, it runs fucking good.
You You and I are talking about two different things. We're talking about two different things. You're talking about who's at fault. I'm not talking about who's at fault. I'm talking about promotion and marketing. Marketing is a completely different thing because that goes to your brand recognition. That goes to your identity. I'm not blaming NVIDIA because this thing is.
Did NVIDIA know?
That's the problem. That's the problem. You don't market. That's marketing 101. You don't put your brand or your seal of approval on something that is not utilizing your technology.
Marketing deals are being made much earlier than the fucking game even comes out.
That's the problem. That is it. That is the problem. Nobody else does that, dude. That is marketing 101. If you say for instance, you are. Okay, I'll use the hamburger analogy again. You are known for having the best buns on the planet. I'm not trying to come on to you, but you're known for having the best buns on the planet. So Cold Blood's buns is now, you make a deal to where you're going to make a hamburger, a signature hamburger with MM2K quality cuts. And then we're about to launch this thing, and you're like, okay, well, let's taste this, what you did with this sandwich. And you go to taste this thing.
But you're narrowing it down to only the 4090, which is stupid. They got way more graphics cards than that.
I understand that, but the 4090's identity is that, like, you get the bet. When you ask somebody, what do you think about the 4090? Oh, the first thing they'll tell you is powerful. Or I'll tell you, before this game came out, if you were to ask anybody, if you were to buy a 4090 and you have a good a current CPU, do you think that you'll be playing a game under 60 frames per second at 4K? And they'll be like, fuck no. Maybe not on ultra everything, but fuck no. There is no way that there is a game that's going to come out that I'm not going to be able to play 4K 60. And then I show them Dragon's Dogma and they see gameplay of that, and they're like, yeah, that game, what's happening in that game to where I can't get 4K 60 on this? And they go play the game and they're getting drops in the 30s. So that's all with the recognition of the card. It's not that, I'm not blaming the card. I'm talking about the marketing. The marketing is bad. This is bad marketing. This is going to leave a stain on people's, what their expectations are with top cards for NVIDIA. And they're going to think twice about purchasing the top cards, because if I'm not guaranteed 4K 60, which is just the expectation, the perception, then why would I'll just fuck it. I'll get a 4070. Yeah, 4080 max. I'll get a, maybe not a 30 card.
Where was all the backlash for Remnant then back when it released?
What was wrong with Remnant?
Couldn't hit 60 FPS on a 4090. It struggled to do so in 4K.
I don't know why.
There was the backlash then.
I don't know why it couldn't get 60. It was getting 60 day one on GeForce Now. I don't think
DLSS, sure. DLSS, sure, but
okay.
That is something different though.
Okay. Even though I didn't try without DLSS, fine. But that's the thing. Again, everybody doesn't play natively. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not expecting to play natively. I get that's your standard, but I know that if I get a 4090, or the expectation was if I get a 4090, especially with this DLSS technology, I can get 4K 60. I have this expensive ass card. There's this DLSS technology. Okay, it might not be native all the way, but I can get 4K 60. I can get an upscale 4K 60. Because the fact of the matter is, look, once you get above 1800p upscaled, y'all motherfuckers can't tell the difference. You can't. I'm sorry. Especially natively, you can't tell the difference. So unless Digital Foundry tells you so, you don't know the difference. I think most people are happy with that. you're still getting 4K 60. It's just upscaled with Remnant. You can't even get it upscaled here. I think that's totally different. Look, you're not even getting it. Even if you put it on ultra performance, you're still not getting it. That's nuts to me. And it's not just nuts because the cause of that is
wait,
Capcom.
Isn't that then also Nvidia's fault if DLSS does not work?
No, I don't think it's NVIDIA's fault. They got to implement the tools. What is NVIDIA's fault is if I'm promoting my tools with this game and they're not implementing it right and they're making my tools look bad in the eyes of the consumer, then we need to pull back on this promotion somewhat until they get this shit right. That's what NVIDIA's fault is. It's not NVIDIA's fault that they're not using the tools right. That's on Capcom.
I think this is actually helping Nvidia right now because it puts even more attention to all this FPS bullshit.
Oh no! No!
All these compare warriors out there that compare all the fucking benchmarks and shit.
Yeah, no. I think it's gonna hurt their. I think it's gonna bring a lot of questions to their top cards because we said it ourselves. You said it ourselves. The PC cuts it. I got my 4090 console.
I'm absolutely laughing at everybody right now that got a 4090.
Because they had that expectation, and then we got to be honest too. We knew it was. Well, I mean, we had that expectation too. Okay, yeah, you'll get it. So what? So what? You paid $5,000 for that setup. So what? Where I only had to pay $500. You paid, only paid 10% of what you paid. So of course, so what? So we expected that.
Look, on PlayStation, I can't even complain that everything is running 4K 60 because I only paid $500.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying. We only pay 10% of what they're paying.
If my PC can run a game at 4K 60, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'm a sue Nvidia.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a problem. And it's not Nvidia's fault, but to that notion, I'm not mad at anybody that blames Nvidia. You're cross promoting with this game, and I don't see an upside of cross promoting when the game is not hitting 60 when it comes to your upper cards. It's just not a good look. My opinion. It's gonna now. People are gonna now. You're gonna hear the damage control in the streets. Yeah, my 4090 is the monster that eats monsters. But what happened with Dragon's Dogma 2? And now they're gonna put the 30 frames per second out there. It kills the narrative of their high-end cards. This is my opinion, but we'll see. I mean, I think the game is doing good because people don't care that much about performance as they should. Well, and here's the thing too to consider. Most of these people on Steam don't have 4090s. Excuse me. It's not like they don't have them. Like let me see if I can find it. Hardware. Steam hardware configurations. Let's see if we can find it. Steam hardware configurations. Let's see. A hardware survey. Here it goes. From February of this past year. PC video. All right. So let's look at
everybody that wants to experience Dragon's Dogma in its absolute best form. Play it on the Steam Deck.
Holy cow! Hold on, I'm trying to find 4090. Holy shit! Okay, there we go. 0.62%. No. Hold on. 4090 is 0.9%. So that's actually a drop from the last survey. 0.9% of gamers on Steam have a 4090. And so what they say, there were how many? 37 million active users on Steam, right? They hit like 37 million. 37 million active users on Steam. So if you multiply that by 0.09%, that's 3 million active users on Steam, about 3,330,000 active users on Steam that have 4090 cards.
What was the math here?
There's 37 million active users on Steam, right? I think that they hit that benchmark.
Okay, boss. 37 million, yeah.
Yeah,
and how many?
9%. It's 300.
Actually, that's 333,000.
No, 0.9%.
0.9%. The fuck are you?
37 million.
0.9. It's 0.9%, not 9%, brother. And even then, I think
yeah.
It's
not one. Yeah. No, you're right.
It's 333,000.
330,000. Yep. So you got 330,000 people that are part of that active user base that has 4090 cards. So, I mean, and all of them aren't playing Dragon's Dogma. I think it would be right to assume that most of them are playing Dragon's Dogma, but not all of them are playing Dragon's Dogma. So, when you look at everybody else that's playing it, you can assume that people are playing it that don't even have the hardware to be able to maintain or to even try to maintain 60 frames per second. They were expecting to play at 30 frames per second anyway.
On PC, everything below a fucking 3070 should fucking die. Please.
Who said? I mean, again, it depends on what you play.
If you got a 3060 or below that, please never complain about any performance. It doesn't matter if the game is not good optimized or anything, but your opinion does not matter. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
your opinion does not matter anymore.
Really, a 3070 isn't even. I really think
3070 is the absolute bare minimum. Right now, in my opinion.
Or somebody with a 30 game. 1440p maybe. Yeah, if you're okay with 1440p gaming, sure. But outside of 1440p gaming, no. Like if you get a 3070 card is a decent card for 1440p gaming. If you want 4K gaming, then forget about it. You better go get like a 4080 at least.
I mean, if those idiots want to play it at 720p, go right ahead. Do not complain about performance issues because, I mean, games can't be forever held back by your dogshit cards. It's impossible.
Yeah, I think that and I would assume that most of these people when you look at the user base, I mean, it started to dip down, started to come up a little bit for Dragon's Dogma. There's 159.
Which card is the most popular right now?
Which say that again?
Which card is the most popular right now? Or not the most popular, but the most used.
3060. 6%. 6% of the player base says it's 3060.
Fucking 1080p low setting gamers.
And then right after that, well, I don't say right after that, but number 2 is a 1650. A GTX
720p, barely 30 FPS game.
Yeah, 26. That's why
and
I think
those are the most vocal. Those are the most vocal of those motherfuckers that tell you, "Oh, this game is not optimized well. The developers never optimized the games." Like, bro, when did the 1650 launch? Can we look that up?
I don't know who. I think in Dragon Dogma's case, I'm going to assume that the most vocal are the people with the 4090s. Because if they're at 200,000,
because there's so many of them out there.
If you're at 200,000, if you're still at 200,000 active players on the game, most of those people are people that weren't expecting anything at 60 frames per second. I'm going to guarantee you that the people that are complaining are the ones with the 4090s, and rightfully so. 1650. Okay, the 1650 released on in November of 2019. So
when the damn next gen consoles came out.
Yeah, same time they came out.
Yeah,
2020. Yeah, next gen consoles.
If you don't get the same performance as a console, well then you have made a bad fucking purchase. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that these people that are moaning and groaning about Dragon's Dogma are the 4090 people. Let's go look at some of these reviews.
It's the RTX 2060 guys and 2070 guys. Those are moaning.
Steam. Restore.
Because they said the recommended settings are 2080. Yeah, but what does recommended mean nowadays? 1080p 30? Like, come on. At some point, developers. I mean, yes, sure. The developer.
Right here at the very top, dude. Right here at the very. I'm telling you, cold blood. Right here at the very top. I was prepared for some early on-port optimization issues. My rig was, for the most part, able to compensate, never dropping below 60 frames per second. It shouldn't take a 4090 in a top-tier CPU.
Isn't everybody? Isn't everybody there with a 4090?
The next issue, however, is unconscionable. Yeah. Let's keep looking. Let's see if we get some more. It says, I was really excited to play this game, but even including the drama of the microtransactions, the current state of the game is unacceptable. I have a very beefy system, and the game will run anywhere between at 4K to a crippling in town. So he doesn't say how beefy his system is. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's another one with a 4090, really good. Yeah, okay, that's a positive.
Then comes the recommended one. Who is that?
Combat performance bad. Capcom.
He just skips the one that recommended.
This one. Oh, he's a really good game. Combat is fun and engaging. Story is good. So far, played around 10 hours and felt like 10 minutes. Never stopped. Never got bored. Interested to see how 100 hours feels. The one thing that does piss me off is having to delete the game files to play a new character after I made my. He doesn't talk about performance at all. I didn't see anything about. I'm just looking at people that are talking about performance. Quite possibly one of the worst optimized games I've played. I don't care about the microtransactions. A ladder horizon. Halfway, first crash 30 in the town, solid 60 out of town. Could be higher if I lowered some settings. Yeah, if these people are getting 60 frames per second out of the town, I can guarantee you that these are people with higher end cards, like 4090s. 4080s and 4090s. If they're getting 60 frames per second out of the town, but crashing to 30, these are 4080s and 4090s people. I'm telling you, bro, that the motherfuckers that are complaining about this game are the people that have these higher end cards, or like the one guy said, beefy machines, that, you know, the brand recognition is, if I got a beefy machine and I got this card, yeah, I'm gonna breeze through this. Fuck you peasants. Easy character stuck. I fixed it. Okay, this person is upset about.
Only saw one mention over 49 yet.
This game itself is fantastic, but I cannot recommend given the huge performance issues. Yeah, you saw one person say 4090, but I mean, we could use the context clues. If you're getting 60 frames per second at 4K outside of town, you got a beefy card.
With a fucking RX 6800 or something.
Oh, yeah, right.
That is not the issue here.
Yeah. I post only a forewarning. I'm massive.
It's only the 4090 boys that complain, but I would differ on that opinion. I think most of these motherfuckers that complain are, like I said, the 20 series and the 30 series card users, mostly.
So let's see here. I'm gonna go back to that survey. We go to the survey again.
What survey?
Let's go to the survey and let's look at PC processors survey. Let's look at that.
Geek, I never said a 3080 is dog shit. I said anything that is a 3060 and below. Trash.
So these are the Intel, AMD, so 2.7 gigahertz. Oh, okay. They just give you the ranges. 3.7 gigahertz or above, or like 2%, which is 2.69%, which isn't bad. Most people have 2.3.
That's actually very bad. That is actually very bad.
Gigahertz to 3.69 gigahertz is 14%.
Oh my god.
3.7 and above.
Bad.
Yeah, they just have the speeds. AMD speeds. 3.3 to 3.69 is 12%. 3.7 and above is 9%. So, I mean, it looks like the CPU and the speeds are all over the place. The largest slice have 2.3 to 2.69 gigahertz, which, again, I'm going to say these are the people that either are not buying the game or were not expecting to have the game run at 60 frames per second. But you have these people with the higher clock speeds. They make up a larger proportion. I bet you these. I'm willing to bet these are the people that are bitching because they know what they have. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. It's something that we can't determine. We can only guess for now. But I don't see the benefits of.
Actually sad to see so little AMD CPUs.
Yeah.
They got only a fourth of the damn market right now.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. In my opinion, the AMD CPUs are so much better for gaming than the Intel CPUs.
Mm. Yeah.
They're more cost effective too.
So let me ask, how well do they run? Because I haven't had an AMD CPU since early 2000. How well do they run with the
best CPU for Dragon's Dogma is a 7800 X3D right now.
Okay. And how much does that run?
Well, it just barely misses 30 FPS. Just barely.
I mean, how much? I mean, how much does that run in the stores though? How much does that cost?
Oh, 700-800. I can go. The market value is about. Let me see. About 350 right now.
Okay, that's not bad.
I would guess.
It's not bad.
I don't know in America. I only know in Euro. Let me look in AliExpress or something.
Yeah, that's not bad.
AliExpress. What you got, Newegg?
Yeah, we got Newegg.
Let me look on Newegg how much it costs me.
Let's check out these latest comments. He says, I'm glad you being honest on here today and not biased, Mr. Fortune 500. Juice says, damn, I'm not sure. No, dude. Look.
Newegg, you can get it for 369.
That's not bad. What you mean towards your Xbox? Geek. I can still find a way to blame Xbox for this because as we revealed earlier that
the Series S always.
Yeah, is the bottleneck.
It will be for every multi-platform.
And then on top of that, when NVIDIA was trying to get into the CPU market, it was Microsoft that started whining to the regulators and blocked them. So I blame Microsoft. Oh man, it's about the games. Look, here's our MO, and I know a lot of people want to hear me go on tangents about Phil all the time. Where it's warranted, I'll do it. I know that draws the biggest numbers, but here's the reality of it. When it comes to this AAA genre defining space, Microsoft right now isn't even, they're not even in the conversation. That's, as far as I'm concerned, that's over. And I think people that want to hear, Phil Spencer all day, like they need to get over it. Like I hammered Phil as much as I needed to hammer Phil because there was misinformation being spread about what Xbox was trying to do in that lane. And people didn't want to believe me. They wanted me exiled. They wanted me put out in the street, all my possessions sold, you know what I'm saying? And auctioned off and shit. And then now you got Tim Dog. Like there was no bigger fanboy for Xbox than Tim Dog. Like he was sitting there bullying people like Jeff Keighley and you know what I'm saying, and others that said bad shit about Microsoft. And here he comes. Now he's doing fucking podcasts with Z again and shit. Him and Crap Gamer. He think it's 2010 all over again. Him, Crap Gamer, and Z are doing podcasts about how Microsoft is fucking up. Like you can't make this stuff up. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm gonna call out whoever I gotta call out. Right now, we were looking at Rise of Ronin. You know what I mean? Like, why are you charging $70 for that? Me and Cold Blood had a spirited conversation and debate about Final Fantasy VII, like Rebirth. Here's the thing: while Microsoft was trying to be part of this discussion, we're going to criticize them because they were putting up piss poor efforts. They're not even trying to be part of the discussion anymore. Like, there's really no need to even bring them up. There really is. I mean, we'll make them kick rocks here and there, but like they're not even part of this discussion. They ran out of the ring. You know what I'm saying? Left their gloves in the ring and ran the hell out. Ran back to the room, jumped in their limo and sped off. They're So
Man, get Tim Dog in here.
Yeah, we're in communication though. We're in communication though about Tim and some other people. So hopefully he'll come through. Shout out to my brother Tim Dog.
And get D-Badge too.
Oh, D won't come. D won't come.
No.
Because what D will do. What D will do is he will start to make sense, and then he'll try to double down on some point that don't make sense, so he sounds neutral. and then the show will go sideways.
I just wanted you to ask him if the Vegas 64 can run Dragon's Dogma at 4K.
Dragon's Dogma shit. Yeah. If it was gonna, you're hearing it here first. Dragon's Dogma will have a 60 frames per second mode on the Xbox One S. Not the Series SD, no, the One S. Okay. If you say so, motherfucker. Yeah. But Xbox isn't, and it's sad. Xbox isn't even about isn't even in the conversation anymore. And I'll get on PlayStation. We both will get on PlayStation where we need to. But yeah,
absolutely, man. But I ain't getting on PlayStation for Dragon's Dogma if that shit doesn't even run on PC.
Yeah, it's not.
Well,
yeah.
you know.
No, this is all Capcom. Yeah, Capcom's getting his work today. I like 1440p. I don't mind an upscale from 1440p gate, but I don't game in 1440p. That was last gen for me. And again, I'm just talking about my own personal taste. Last gen was 1440p. Now it's all about 4K. I'll do an upscale.
1440p is not a bad resolution, bro. I mean, yeah, you just don't like, oh my god, it's so fucking 2010.
I can't do it.
But I mean, 1440p is probably the new standard now for most people.
Yeah, it probably is. I'm above that standard. I'm just above that standard. I can't do it. I can't do a native 1440p. It's got to be upscale.
Of course, if you got a fucking 4080, 4090, of course, what the fuck you talking about 4040p? Yeah, if you play maybe Counter-Strike or something, okay, sure. Put the fucking put that shit at 1080p and have 700 FPS or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But for every AAA game out there, nah. That ain't happening. Not for the price I paid for my 4080.
3080 is not dog shit even today. Yeah, I mean, I will say that I think the 3080 is the bare minimum though. Geek. Like, and I have you're talking to somebody with a 3070. My 3070 is dog shit for gaming. It just is. It just is. Like for current gaming, like, yeah, if I want to play shit from 5 years ago, I'm having a good old fucking time. But no, 30, and I think the whole 30. I'm gonna be honest with you. For gaming, I think the whole 3070s, the whole 30 series cards were a bamboozle. They're not even worth it. Except for, I think the 30 series are like the implementation of like the AI and machine learning tech, but it was like a beta for the 40 series. I think the 40 series are the cards to have. You got life. You got a long sustainable life with the 40 series card. Now again, you don't mind 1440p gaming. Now, and you know what? Most people may feel that way. I'm talking about those that want that top of the line bells and whistles, AAA gaming. Yeah, you got to get a 40 series card. I think the bare minimum.
I learned my lesson with the 2080.
Yeah,
that shit was just not that good at all.
Yeah, the 20 series
it was underpowered as hell.
Oh yeah, the 20 series cards. Oh man, I mean, for what they could run good, it was only for 3 months. Then after 3 months, those cards became outdated. Yeah, that was a 20 series cards were definitely a money grab. The 30 series cards were still a money grab, even though that AI and machine learning shit started really, was baked in. It could help where it was being used. But I think the cards to get are the 40 series cards. If you're getting a new card, get a 40 series card. You got to just shell out the money. I'm sorry. People are mainly mad about the microtransactions. know. I think people are mad about the microtransactions, but I think a lot of them got over the microtransactions. I think, Sean, a lot of people are still mad about this performance. He says the issue is we can voice concerns, but the 1,000+ on Steam people currently playing on Steam is what they care about. That's the problem, though. Just because that's the norm, that's the problem. Like, I get, yeah, Soylent Green is made out of people. Well, so what? It's good. Oh, here, have some children. I mean, yeah, I get that where people get indoctrinated and they just deal with shit and they excuse shit that shouldn't be excused, but is that okay? Like, we're settling into new norms that just is not healthy for gaming. Because right now, y'all don't care about this shit. But as soon as something happens that y'all don't care about, you've already tapped the tent pole on stop complaining. You've already put up the signs, shut up and play. You've already sent that message. So now when something comes down the pike, see, all this is foresight. We got to start having more foresight. We got to start being able to think proactively when it comes to this shit, even when it doesn't bother us. You got to see how this stuff can evolve to something that will affect us. How if that snowball keeps running down the side of that hill, it's going to become something fierce. So I get where people are like still playing the game and they're okay with it. And I'm going to play the game and I'm going to enjoy the gameplay. But we still got to be able to like what we like, but call out the shitty practices. We got to be able to put our own personal biases to the side for the greater good. Because if we don't do that, when something comes that affects us, and then you're going to want people to side with you to make something possible, it ain't going to happen. That's why I said that's why we got to set these standards and not just be like, well, that's just the way that it is. Like the dude from Digital Foundry just said, okay, this is going to be the new norm. They're going to release a game to you half-assed, and then they're going to take a year to fix it. To me, that's unacceptable. Now, granted, if you do what Larian does, like, why be shady about it? Just do what Larian does. Put the game out there in an early access state and charge $60 for it, right? And then for those that don't give a fuck about the problems, they know what they're getting into. And then when the game drops, then you charge, okay, now you got the full game. And you take the hit, the $10 hit, because these people are helping you build your game and put the final touches on it for it to be an acceptable game retail. They're basically doing what Larian did, but they're not being transparent about it. That's why people are in an uproar. Start creating this shit and be more transparent. Like if they did what, okay, me and Cold Blood had a debate about this. Maybe every game can't do what Larian did. Why couldn't this game do it? They did it essentially, but instead they beat y'all motherfuckers in the head, well, including me, with an extra $10 price tag. No, if the game isn't complete, if you need to tweak the CPU utilization, even on 4090 cards, fine. You let people know that up front, but you charge $60 for it and say, hey, look, get into this great, put a demo out there and then say, okay, now you can, give them the first mission in the demo. And then when they play shit, all it's going to take is a couple of interactions coming down that lane and slashing some trolls, and motherfuckers going to be like, yo, you know what? This little vertical slice right here is fire, man. I want to play this shit some more. All right, I'm in $60. Okay, fine. And it's in early access for a year, maybe a little bit longer than a year. Then when that motherfucker can do the full do the full 60 frame, then you put a $70 version out there, throw the first DLC in that bitch. There you go. There's no 40 reviews on Steam. There are no refunds. There is no bad press. It's nothing but upside, upside, upside. Everybody's happy. Why can't you do that? Because you gotta milk and squeeze every fucking penny and be greedy as shit. That's why. We gotta set some standards, man. Even for shit that we like. If I'm sitting there eating a top of the line meal, and someone comes to me and says, hey, Mr. MM2K, I know you're enjoying that meal. Matter of fact, we were talking about this while we were eating the fucking hibachi yesterday, because there was a couple of hibachi restaurants where they discovered, again, I hate to get deep like this, but I got to extenuate my point somehow, because y'all ain't looking at this shit clearly. So while we're talking, the hibachi chef said, look, man, we were like, the prices are so low here. Like, why are the prices so low? And the guy was like, well, this hibachi restaurant is being ran by a group that's not associated to the other families. Like, they're looked at as an outcast because the chef that we had was black. And he was like, they're looked at as an outcast because they hired me and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, so they don't operate the way that the other families operate. So they've been outcast by the other hibachi owners. So we're sitting there talking. He's like, yeah, man, those other families, they just got arrested. And somebody that was there at the party said, yeah, it was all on the news. And I don't watch the news the way I should. That they got arrested for sex trafficking. So they were so the people that they had working in these restaurants were people that they sex trafficked over from Japan, had them over here cooking and shit, and then had them doing sex shit after they were cooking. And it was a big bust in Pittsburgh. You got to look it up because somebody was showing me on the phone yesterday. And I said, holy shit. So what if in the middle of me having my hibachi, someone shows me that shit and they're like, Mr. MM2K, we get that you're enjoying this, but we really don't think that you should support this restaurant. It's owned by this family that's doing all this nefarious work. And I smacked the phone out their hand and I'm like, oh, fuck that, man. Man, you taste this steak? Shit's tender as hell. You better get the hell out of my face. But then what if somebody I know gets snagged, right? And then I find that's just some criminal enterprise that's behind them getting snagged. And I'm sitting there running around, don't support that criminal enterprise. And then they look at me like, no, man, the standard is if I like the product, I ignore the nefarious shit. I know that's an extreme example, but I'm just saying, we cannot be in the mind state to where we overlook the nefarious shit because we're enjoying the byproduct of it. We got to have some type of morals or some type of standards. And as gamers, I've been doing this for 35 years. As gamers, we care about other gamers. People that are officially gaming. And if people are not getting the bang out of their buck for $70, and it's clear that someone's fucking up on what they should be providing, the answer is not, well, I don't mind it, so it's okay. Or everybody else is enjoying it, so it's okay. I can't have that stance personally. I just can't do it. Because I know this is all cyclical. I know that there's going to be something that I'm going to care about, and I am going to need your help. And if I went and did that to you, the karma's going to come back to me to where you're going to look at me and be like, oh, who cares about that? I'm enjoying it. Just like you didn't care about this, I don't care about that. And we're all fucked. Then we're all, like Cold Blood says, we're all just becoming $70 beta testers for games. There's no reason why this game, let me get off the screen. There's no reason why this game couldn't have been in early access for a year. Charge you the $60. The frames couldn't have been, hey, look, y'all, the frames wouldn't have been an issue. Look, y'all, we're trying to do something with the NPCs, and, there is some bottlenecks there, but, you still can get some great play out of this, and we're working this out, and that's what your participation is all about, is to help us work out these kinks, so by the time we make this retail, it's all good. Oh, okay, cool. At that juncture, if you're telling me that I can get in on this game and pay $60 for this shit, and you know what I'm saying, get all this goodness, and then the worst I got to deal with is, okay, it's gonna drop. I'm not gonna get a consistent 60 even on my most powerful hardware because it's an early access to some shit that needs optimized. Then great, fine, that's more acceptable. But this is the offering that you're putting out there as retail. We gotta stop saying as gamers, well, this is what everybody else is doing, because that's what's gonna hurt us. He says, I don't know what game launched properly in recent years, and that's the problem, because we keep accepting this shit. They're getting away with it. No game, a lot of games didn't launch properly because they're getting away with this, because the industry has said, fuck it, we gotta meet a quarterly demands, and we're putting this game out there fucking January of next year no matter what. Fuck it. Yeah, there's just gonna be some grumblings or whatever. And we keep looking at the numbers and saying, well, this is, the high what did you call it? The morality police, as Cold Blood called it, comes out, on cue every game. What are you complaining about? I'm slaying dragons, man. What are you playing about? Peppa Pig's brother is chasing me as a dinosaur. What's the problem? And it's like, well, shouldn't we set some standards before we start kicking up this money? Oh man, who cares, man? Look at the numbers. Everybody's playing this shit, man. Stop being a sourpuss. Well, this ain't the bottom, Sean. I'm letting you know that right now. If you're thinking, well, what game came out decent this year, and you're okay with this because you're like, well, this is just the new norm. This ain't the bottom, bro. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. And by the time we do finally get it together and speak up, it's going to be too late. We got to speak up now. We got to speak up now. We just got to set some type of standard, some fucking unwritten doctrine as gamers. Like, no, we're not accepting this shit. This is unacceptable. So, just my thoughts. What are we at?
Well, one standard should be any developer that says "let us cook" should be looked with a fucking side eye.
Should be stoned and shit.
Absolutely. Because
should be stoned.
Now that we know that Ben Studio is doing a fucking live service game, they did not cook shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just lied to us about they're doing a AAA IP. Like, nah, bruh, it's gonna be some dog shit live service that nobody's gonna care about again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I get it. I get to where people want to, I get to where people want to just play games, but you got to understand you're low hanging fruit. They're looking to take advantage of you. You're low hanging fruit. You can't be taking. You can't. Don't get beaten in the head with that fucking cash register, man. Please don't. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I did talk about the problem. What else do we have here? I talked about the tech solution, AMD processors, man. I really think it would help if these people get together like they are over codecs, for crying out loud. Get together and see if they can come up with some, not just AMD, whoever, some CPU bottleneck issues, even though it's just the optimization here. But I think that this does shine light on, that's going to be bottlenecked by the CPU. Everybody's always talking about the CPU bottlenecks. Like, what can we do to come up with a cost-efficient CPU in these APUs that won't be so much of a fucking bottleneck? And publishers, man, there's no incentive, because again, everybody's doing it, so we're not pushing people, but because publishers are not going to spend money where they don't have to, but publishers need to invest in better training their devs or coming up with better optimization tools for the shit that they want to do. And I don't know what you think about this, but as far as like the community solutions, I thought that the gamer solutions, like if Steam or these other stores started doing something like this, like where, and again, this might be too flighty, but something in this vein. All right, you're going to drop a game for the premium price of a AAA game, which is now $70. That's the premium price. So you drop the game, and let's just say I drop it on Steam. And when I drop it on Steam, there are X amount of reviews that scored the game like super low. Like, I'm going to say maybe a fair number would be under 60%. I feel like if your game scores under 60%, and people are refunding the game, a certain percentage of people are refunding the game, depending upon the score and depending upon how many people refund the game, that should prompt the store owner to halt sales of the game going forward and saying, look, you want this game back on this motherfucker? Then you need to you need to be willing to sell this at a discount until you fix the problems, until that score goes up.
One thing I want to add is Denuvo should fucking die too. Yeah. Denuvo is the wrong way to do DRM.
Yep.
Like, come on, how is DRM fucking up your performance?
Yeah,
makes no sense.
Not only that, but isn't that what's behind the saves? Ultimately leaving, causing suspended accounts or some shit.
Yeah, that they should not even fucking care what you do with your saves.
Exactly.
It's not the online game. I mean, yes, you can have online features like having other pawns and stuff.
Yeah.
But come on, bro. Like, no, this is not the way. People should be doing whatever the fuck they want to do with their save files. Like, nah, this is crazy. People get blocked out for a whole day just because they want to make a new game.
Shout out to Fox Warrior Gaming over on Kick. Thank you very much. Sorry I missed your comments. I got to get this thing back up. But thank you, Fox Warrior. We're on Kick too. So if you go to the MM2K, if you go to MM2K Gaming over on Kick, you can see us there too. Thank you, Fox Warrior Gaming, for inviting us over. Yeah, we try to do content over here regularly. Excuse me.
So look, the only way you're not gonna piss a gamer off, develop a DRM that does not fuck up your performance. Number one.
Yeah.
That is number one. Because every single game on PC is being fucked by this shit. Number two. Have fucking standards what can be microtransactions in a game and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a single player game, that has no multiplayer features whatsoever. There should not be any fucking microtransactions.
Yeah.
Like this is beyond fucking greedy. And if your game is balanced around that shit too, my god.
Exactly.
Nah. Hell nah.
Exactly.
Like that one Assassin's Creed game where you literally had to grind like a fucking idiot for 300 hours. Like, bruh, what the hell is that shit?
Yeah.
It should not be the case at all.
Exactly. I totally agree.
There should be standards what you can put in a single player game with microtransactions. Like, make costumes, okay, whatever, cut content, I get it. We never really complained about that shit because it's not really gameplay manipulating, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like skins and stuff, okay.
Yeah, and cosmetics. Yeah, who cares?
Put them in a fucking deluxe edition or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. But do not put items behind the fucking paywall. Like items that are actually making you progress in the game.
Mm-hmm.
No, this should not be in any fucking premium game. That is number 2. Number 3 is get your fucking quality assurance. In check.
Yep.
Like, no, this cannot be happening every time a new game comes out. Oh, the performance mode is kind of lacking. Oh, the 30 FPS mode looks murky or something. Nah. When that shit comes out at $70, it should be perfect. No fucking what do you call it? No fucking wait 6 months for a performance patch like Redfall did. None of that shit. No, this should be at launch. Hell, I mean, what the fuck are we paying the $70 for?
Yeah. I don't
I got a little bit a little bit loud.
No, I'm disappointed, Cold Blood. I'm disappointed that there's so few of us that feel this way. And again, we don't look at it the exact same way. Like, we have our own individual thoughts about this, but we know something's not right. And so many people that are looking at this like, this is fine, this is okay, that really makes me, I don't want to say sad, but it's just like, makes me shake my head like, fuck, man.
Those are these positivity warriors.
Yeah.
I mean, there is time for being positive, but not when a game is riddled with fucking problems. No. Positive you can be if a game comes out fucking great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes. Set some standards.
That is the time you have to give the developers motivation. Say, yes, that's how you do it. This right now it ain't it. No. You gotta be very clear to Capcom. Nah, this shit is not what we expect from you. I might have expected that shit from some indie developer, maybe. Yeah. It just that's their first fucking game. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sure. They're gonna have problems probably at launch. Because that you can really call a fucking early access game, man. Not with Capcom. This is no early access. This is a full-on AAA launch. So, yeah. Capcom gets all the criticism they deserve right now. My opinion.
Yep. Totally agree.
And if they don't get Game of the Year for Dragon's Dogma this year, they got nobody to blame but themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we gotta just set some standards, man. We can't again let our own biases tell these big billion-dollar companies and trillion-dollar companies that it's okay to give us half-ass shit. Nowhere else are we accepting half-ass shit when we pay. You don't accept it when you go to the store. Oh, I went to go buy this juice and I noticed someone cracked open the seal and drunk half of it and they still charged me full price for the bottle. Yeah, I went and bought this half-eaten hamburger and yeah, they said it was okay. Yeah, I went and bought this car and there were only 2 tires on it. Nowhere do you guys accept half-ass shit. You only, even when it comes to tech. Yeah, I went and bought this fucking laptop and half of the keys are missing. They said the other half will be. The only place that y'all accept half-ass shit is gaming. Like even when it comes to software, like when Windows would drop, the average Windows consumer, no, what the fuck is this shit? All right, I'm sending this back, roll it back to the old one. Give me my fucking refund. What the fuck? You're the only consumer base.
Oh shit.
You're the only consumer base. What's that?
Sean just roasted you.
What did he say?
And he's very, very much right.
Oh, Sean, stop. Sean, stop it.
He's absolutely right. Take that out from this one.
No, he's right. Yes. Sean, Sean, stop it. No, Sean, Stadia, GeForce Now, Amazon Luna, all of them were not platforms that were mainstream platforms. These were platforms that were cutting edge technology. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I go judge a Stadia game or an Amazon Luna game or how it performs, I'm not looking at it the same way that I'm looking at an Xbox or a PlayStation game. Those are mainstream products. Like for instance, in the example that Coldblood just gave, a AA studio versus a AAA studio. Microsoft and PlayStation are AAA. Stadia and all those other platforms, they're AA. Stop it, bro. That was the cap of the shit, Sean. I can't believe you.
No, because of the potential. He's absolutely right.
No, but AA is the potential.
The potential.
No, Coldblood, you just gave an example of potential with AA. Stadia and cloud gaming in general is the AA of gaming. So of course you're expecting some little kinks and some twerks because this is emerging tech. This is something that they're trying to develop now. It's not just Stadia, it's all cloud gaming. You've been telling it
to us very differently before that.
No, I did not. No, that's bogus.
Yes,
I've always said.
Yes, you did that.
We can bet right now. Now, Sean, even though you don't agree with me, we're gonna make him do a Foamy Friday if I'm lying. Now you got to be honest here. I am the number one cloud gamer who said that cloud gaming cannot compete with mainstream gaming. It's going to be years. It's going to be a long time. I kept reiterating the statistics that showed that cloud gaming wasn't even going to touch mainstream gaming in 2029. It was only going to be 5% with its CAGR, and I said it's going to be a long time coming. Did I not routinely say that?
You said it's the premier way of gaming for you.
No, it's the premier way of gaming for me, but that's me.
And you accepted all the bullshit.
No, I didn't accept bullshit because I spent weeks. Hey, Sean. Now, hold on. Before we go any further, Coldblood, I'm doubling up. You got to be acceptable too. You're part of this channel. So before you start making these ridiculous claims, just like you got me on NVIDIA GeForce Now, I'm doubling up Foamy Fridays. We're going to do, before you go further with this, are you willing to bet and accept a Foamy Friday challenge if you get proven wrong? Yes or no?
First, people gotta give us the money for this.
No. Oh, don't you worry about it. I'll make sure we'll get funded. We'll get funded.
Hell no, I play Peppa Pig or something.
I'll find the funding. I will find the funding. Are you going to accept the challenge or not? For what you just said, that I accepted all the bullshit. You going to accept that challenge? He said, take the bet. Sean said, take the bet. Come on.
We fight. We ain't getting there anyway. So
do it, Cold Blood. He said, do it. You gonna do it? You gonna take it?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Because
He said,
I know what you've been saying the whole 3 years of staying.
He said, I accepted all of it. Okay, so when Serious Sam came out and it wasn't 60 frames per second, so what did I do live on air?
You're still capped afterwards for Stadia.
No, I didn't. No. I didn't. You said I took all the bullshit. Did I accept Serious Sam, their exclusive being 60 frames per second?
You didn't take it at that moment, but then you went right back to capping for
I went and I promoted and I was happy about the games that were 60 frames per second. Okay, after Serious Sam, when Division 2 came out and it had its horrible launch, and you know Division 2 is my favorite game. When Division 2 had its horrible launch on Stadia until it got better, what did I do? Sean, tell me where I'm wrong on any of these. Did I not go on an hour tirade on Stadia? Yes or no? All right. Sean is going to answer that. When Stadia made your
did you cancel your Stadia Pro afterwards? Yeah. No, you didn't.
Why would I cancel my Stadia Pro after one game? Did you cancel your PlayStation? Did you cancel PlayStation because Rise of the Ronin didn't look good? Did you cancel? You know, that don't make any sense. So, all right, here we go. Next one. When SG&E happened. When SG&E happened, who was the number one critical person of Stadia for 2 weeks straight? Sean will tell you. Because Sean, no, wasn't Sean.
Everybody but you.
No, please stop. Sean,
because
he's
I remember telling you it's a fucking L. It's a fucking L, and you said no, it's not. It's not. It was necessary.
Also, no. Also, we did a New Year's stream on SML podcast. Sean was there too. When they were asking, hey, when the Stadia community was like, something about Stadia. Oh yeah, they were asking why we were promoting other platforms. And I brought on your favorite person, Noah. I brought on J-Dub, and I brought on somebody else to explain that don't nobody give a fuck about Stadia. Stadia is a niche product right now. It's a growing product that don't mean nothing to the mainstream. People are buying 3070s, 3080s, all that shit. And I told them I'm buying a PlayStation 5. Nobody cares about Stadia right now except for us. Let us be the ones that help cultivate it to make it better. But the mainstream gaming community ain't thinking about Stadia. I brought people on to tell them that. Did I not do? Sean, he's 0 for 4. We're gonna pick now. Sean, you get to pick his game. Got him. Sean, pick his game.
No. What's 0 for 4? Nah, brother.
You said I took all their shit. All the critical. There's multiple times that I've been critical on Stadia, seriously critical, and it was even to the point to where you just said that I was like, we're going to accept everything from Stadia, and Stadia is a premier platform. No, I always said Stadia was like a double A niche platform at the moment. It was going to take over a decade for it to get to mainstream. I made that abundantly clear. So what you just said was proven wrong. I've proven you 4 different points. I can go on to 10. I proved you 4 different points where you were wrong. Sean has to pick your game. You look, man. Look, sometimes when we go out on a ledge, brother, we got to accept the consequences. He said he got to play Plants vs. Zombies. Okay. Sean, we're going to get him Plants vs. Zombies. He got to do play. Does he have to? No. Plants vs. Zombies is
Y'all have no fantasy at all. Put a little bit more thought about that, because Plants vs. Zombies is fun.
Oh, he said Plants vs. Zombies is fun. No, he's trying to trick y'all. He's trying to trick y'all.
I played Plants vs. Zombies, so what the hell?
Y'all gotta find. He said Cold Blood Defense. We play some shit games just because it was available. What game? Y'all gotta come up with a game. We're gonna give y'all all week. This week I gotta double up on Foamy Fridays.
But I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play it because you won or something. I'm gonna play it because y'all want to see it.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
You did that with shit. I'm still standing by my point. You've been capping for Stadia no matter what. Bruh. Even if you had problems with it.
He just got. Yeah. Oh yeah. Never forget Outriders. Thank you, Sean.
Exactly.
Thank you, Sean.
You still kept for Stadia after Outriders.
No, I didn't.
You did.
You're 0 for 5. When Outriders came out, we were the first ones to say that it needed to be returned. It was horrible. We destroyed Outriders on Stadia.
Yeah,
I capped for it before it launched. Before it launched, when it got on Xbox, I did. But he's 0 for 5. No, we're not doing this.
On Stadia.
I lost a bet to you. And because I lost a bet to you, I gotta play an extra Foamy Friday game. Your ass ain't getting out of this. You gotta play a game because you just lost a bet to me. Here, let's do this, y'all, because he's trying to wiggle out of this. Now we go. What do y'all want to see?
I'm not wiggling out of this. I just want them to be more creative about it. Like Plants vs. Zombies is too easy.
Is it Outriders?
Put a lot of thought behind it, please. Like really dog shit.
Outriders was okay, Doriega. It's not the game that I think was bad. It was its launch performance on Stadia. I mean, it ended up getting better, but it was actually better on xCloud when xCloud was ultimate dog shit. So yeah, that was the problem with Outriders. Yeah, it took too long for it to get better, and it was actually better on xCloud, which was the sad point of it. He said Outriders ran like shit the first 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, y'all gotta pick a game. Sean, you pick a game, brother. Pick a game. He says, the opening cut. It was just horrible. It was bad. As a matter of fact, I have a stream on it to where I was playing it and I was like, this is dog shit. This is dog shit.
But you took the shit and you still subscribed to Stadia Pro and everything and still capped. Yeah,
because most of the stuff that I liked, but the stuff that I didn't like, I didn't cap for. That's
See?
But that's different. That's not the same as you said. I took all the shit.
But you demand others to just throw away the Xbox and stuff.
No, I demand others to throw away their Xbox because they don't really like shit on their Xbox. They don't play it. They don't play the games. That's different. I play Stadia. I like Stadia. I got a lot of hours on the thing. I streamed on it all the time. These people ain't streaming nothing. They're not playing nothing. They admit to you. Some of your favorite Xbox creators admit to you the only reason why I bought an Xbox is because I'm hoping that they're going to put stuff on there that I like. There's stuff on. I like Ubisoft games. They had Ubisoft Plus. I like I wanted to play Cyberpunk. I liked playing Baldur's Gate. I liked the games that they had on Stadia. Now, were there games that weren't on Stadia that were elsewhere? Yeah. Guess what? I played them elsewhere because I had everything. I got attacked. Y'all remember I got attacked for getting a PlayStation 5 day one because people were like, no, you are supposed to just play on Stadia. And I said, no, I'm not playing. Stadia is a niche platform. It's my favorite way to play, meaning if a game comes first, if a game that I want to play is on Stadia 2, I'm selecting Stadia. I'm going to get the Stadia version. But if a game that I want to play ain't on Stadia and I want to play it, I'm going to play it where it's at. He says, Most, let him play Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Oh shit, I make you play that? Yeah, you know what? I think Doriega got a good one. Yeah.
I'd rather play Sean's game. The kaiju dating sim.
Yeah, hey, Doriega, he came up with a good one. Oh man. Yep, I think that's the game. He's got to do.
Ghost Recon really. Is it gonna be that funny when I show you how the game actually is being played and not like it was just inventory for half the stream and doing some graphic settings
even
for
if
half
you
the
do
stream?
that, it's gonna be when you're playing the game and you're like, this is dog shit. You're not having no fun whatsoever in the game. Oh shit.
Die, motherfucker, die.
I know he got you. Hey, Doriega, I gotta send you a t-shirt or something for that one. That was perfect. That was picture perfect. Fucking oh yeah. So this weekend.
Okay, and who's gonna put up the money for Ghost Recon?
I got you. Oh, don't worry, brother. I got you. Matter of fact, let's go look on All Keys Shop. Shit, you can probably get Ghost Recon right now for $1.99 and a pack of pork rinds. Hold on, let me see. Oh man, yeah. See, there you go.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint $60. Yeah, got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna pay that.
Let me see here. Okay, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Oh man. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh, here we go.
Y'all just want to see how the game is actually played, yeah, and not just menuing in the game.
Oh no,
right.
we got good.
You can't do that. For the people are gonna finally see how the game actually plays.
That's wrong. That's just, I don't want no fucking Steam account. Oh no. Oh no, brother. Oh no. We got a Ghost Recon Breakpoint right here for $10. I got you.
But on Steam, not on Ubisoft. I ain't playing it on Ubisoft.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
On PS5, really, Doriega?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we should make them. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's do that.
I can get some trophies for this. Nice.
Yep. Oh yeah, and it's 30 frames there. Yeah, Ghost. Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Oh, I got him. Yep. So it's not going to be this week. It's going to be next week. I gotta suffer and double up. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. PS5, PlayStation.
Make me play it on Luna.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll get him a copy. Oh man. Yeah, we got So we got Foamy Fridays. It's gonna be decent. We got. I gotta play it. I gotta play 2 games this week and the next week. Oh, y'all know this is gonna be good.
Actually, you don't have to give me nothing. You can just play it on PlayStation Plus.
Oh. It's on play. Okay, all right, there we go. He's
Who got the last left now?
Is 60 frames per second now on PlayStation 5? Oh, it is? Oh, okay. They made Ghost Recon Breakpoint 60 frames per second on place. Okay. He might join the. Oh no, let him suffer by himself. Let him suffer by himself. Voria get $14.99 and $20 for PlayStation 5. Yep, that it. Now I know Division 260.
Ubisoft, they're getting my money this time.
Yeah, we gonna yeah, he gonna play. He gonna hate this. He's gonna hate this.
I get okay. Now I get to play it for free. I don't give a shit.
He gonna hate it. Oh no, we weren't gonna make you pay. Trust me, I was gonna get you a copy, brother. I was gonna make sure you get a copy. You weren't gonna pay nothing.
Nah.
Oh man.
I don't want you to use that money for this. I'd rather use it for Stellar Blade or something later.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. How much to get Cold Blood to play Luna games? That'll be next. The next time he says something that is not factually true, we gonna get him.
So I can cover the costs for Luna for first of all.
Well, is Luna? I think Luna's in. Yeah, I think Luna's where you at. Ron Slusher says. Oh, go ahead. Go. What are you gonna say, Cold Blood?
No, and then someone has to pay for the Luna game for the channel or whatever the fuck they got there. I don't know.
No, shit.
I ain't paying a single cent for Luna. Y'all got me fucked up.
Don't worry, buddy. He's trying to look at him trying to wiggle work. He know we got him. He know we got him.
On anything but PlayStation and Xbox. Anything else
we got him.
Bullshit.
He know that when it comes to Luna, we got him. He know, and whatever it is that we want him to play, we got him covered. he try. I'm not playing for this. We know you ain't paying for this shit. We got you. He said, "No, I'll couch co-op. Yeah, get him, Sean. I'll couch co-op him." Ain't no escape. We got him. 90 minutes of Luna action. Oh yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, I love this. Oh, now I get to giggle and laugh too. Now I'm the only one that's not getting tortured here. He says, I'll couch co-op you. Wow. Have you played a free game? Exactly. There's so many options with the Amazon Luna. Whatever. Oh, all right. With that said, brother, are you about to go into work, or were you going to stream? What were you going to do?
In an hour, I have to go to work.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, here, let's do
I'm
this.
still available because I can talk.
I'm gonna do some Dragon's Dogma over on Cloud Dosage. What should I do? Yeah, I'll do it on Cloud Dosage News. On Cloud Dosage Streams, I mean. Because I don't want to mix up when you play Dragon's Dogma, so I'll let you do it on the channel. And I'll just do it over there on Cloud Dosage.
The problem with Luna is gonna be my internet problem. I don't know if I can live stream and also play the game.
Do you have a Twitch channel? Cold Blood, do you have a Twitch channel? Or you could make a Cold Blood Twitch channel. And hold on, fishing. What was fishing? You can make a Twitch channel and then connect your Amazon Luna account to it, and it'll automatically stream there from the server, brother. That's the power of the cloud technology. So you won't stream. The only thing you'll be streaming is the game. Sean, he keep trying to wiggle out of this, bro. Tell him there's no wiggle. He should have been paying attention instead of laughing at me all the damn time. He should have been paying attention to MM2K class.
Is that a free game on Luna?
Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, they give you like 5 free games every 2 weeks or something like that. They switch it up. I'm not sure what their free games are now. Yeah, the Stellar Blade demo comes out on the 29th, man. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to play that. I missed it the first time around and they put it out accidentally. I'm gonna play that. PlayStation gamers is eating. Yup, Sean it did. Hey, yeah, Sean, he mad at you right now. He's like, man, come on, man. We supposed to be teaming up against Mars. He mad right now. You don't understand. Sean's in it for the laughs.
if you support, I'm not mad at all.
Oh man.
I'm actually glad y'all want to see me play some shit other than Final Fantasy.
Yeah, let's see Luna. Yeah, because Luna, you can connect it to. Yeah, if you make a cold blood, if you have one and you don't want people trying to dox you and shit on your other Twitch account, just make a cold blood Twitch account, and or if you want to, we can have it. We can connect it to Hard Knock Digital Culture. I can just add you. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I need to just make you an admin there. That's what I'll do. We're gonna do it on HNDC. Yeah. Well, we can't. We got to be light on them somewhere. But yeah, we're gonna we'll add it to HNDC. And shit. Now that I think about it, bro. Because when I did Grand Blue Fantasy, I got some views over there. You might want to think about possibly streaming to Twitch. We probably get better reception there. What you think? The next time you stream, you want to try it or?
Not my Final Fantasy streams.
Okay.
I mean, anything else, okay, but Final Fantasy stays on fucking YouTube. That was my only one condition for this.
Oh, I was wondering, like, what the hell are they talking about? Okay. Okay, no, I was just throwing it out there because I was saying we could probably get more eyes on it, but that's cool.
I'm in Luna playing Fortnite. Dog shit.
Where am I gonna go? You know what? I might do Dragon's Dogma on. Yeah, let's carry this over to HNDC. I'm gonna do Dragon's Dogma over there. Or what would y'all rather me do? Would y'all rather me stream Dragon's Dogma here on YouTube, or would y'all rather me do it on Twitch? What would y'all rather me do?
Awesome. What is Luna running at?
1080p, 1080-60.
This looks like 720p at best. Holy. Y'all be playing some dog shit. Holy.
What do you might want to check your settings.
And how do I
No,
do
Luna
that?
looks pretty good. 1080p. Are you watching it on the stream?
Dude, I'm literally in the game right now. And I never saw Fortnite look so bad.
Yeah, you might want to check your settings.
Wait, let me actually show it to you. Wait. You can see it for yourself. See that shit?
I can't see nothing. On a watch stream.
It looks bad, bro.
Did you check your settings?
How do I do that on Stadia, Luna?
I think you're gonna have to go to like a check. I don't know where the settings menu is at. You're probably gonna have to go out of game. Yeah, I'm looking right now. It says, oh no. Yeah, I think your stream is at 720-60. Yeah, you got it set at 720.
Yeah, but that is because it's on Discord 720. I can't put it any higher here.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. We need more boosts for that. We don't got enough boosts on Discord.
We need some boost on the Discord, y'all.
It looks really horrible.
We need
I don't
more
know.
boost on the Discord, y'all.
Is there some kind of button combination I can use?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, you're gonna have to go out. You're gonna have to close out Fortnite and go to your Amazon Luna settings.
Good joke, but I don't know how. I have no fucking idea.
Add Luna app to my Fire TV and Fire tab. Okay. So yeah, when you're on the home page, you go into settings, linked accounts,
Settings,
audio and video. Yeah, and make sure that it says for video resolution. Go to yeah, under audio and video. Yeah. Oh, it says 1080p.
1080p. 1080p. Wait, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, at 1080p. I mean, it's in German, but that it says up to 1080p.
Let me go on the Fortnite. Close.
I mean, this looks. Oh shit, brother! This looks like very low settings 1080p.
Well, that's gonna make it better for you. Hold on.
I mean, I can look in game if it looks any different, but I don't think so. Probably gonna look the same dog.
Oh, that's gonna make yep. Luna's the prize. Let me see. Luna's the prize. That's where he's gonna play it.
Not Ghost Recon, no.
Oh no, we could. Sean is gonna couch co-op you Ghost Recon. Or Ghost Recon. Where you can play the game.
Janky ass. After COVID bullshit is this?
It's gonna be the bullshit. It's gonna be the bullshit you're gonna play. Allow. All right. I'll allow it. Play now.
Oof. So bad. Solo, I don't.
Close. How do I close it? Oh shit! Who is this? I have no idea who that is. Okay. Accept. What are you doing? Accept. Yeah, mine's look. Yeah, I'm in Fortnite right now. Mine's look fine. Turn off voice chat. Oh God.
It even runs hella bad.
Oh, what?
I mean, do you see what I'm seeing right now? This is horrible.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know what's up with your network. I'm in it right now. My shit looks good. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's up with your. I don't know where you're at or what's up with your setup, but for some reason, yeah, like my shit looks good. For some reason, when it comes to these other streaming platforms, you're not getting good quality. You're like, my shit looks awesome for 1080p. Yeah. But for some reason, PlayStation Plus is fine for you. So it's weird, but
PlayStation Plus is the best, bro.
it's a game. Let's get feedback for now. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was, yep.
Holy.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's it got something to do with your network on why the other I don't know why these other cloud platforms don't work for you. But it definitely is because remember you can play your own Ubi Connect games on Luna. He doesn't own any of the Connect
only got
games.
Division or something from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And I think Trackmania too. Might have Trackmania also.
He says if you do play, I'll get you a Luna controller. No, I mean he can play from his computer. I mean, if you want to get him a Luna controller, it's going to sit, but you can get him a Luna controller. Yeah, something's up with his connection, Sean, but that's going to make this shit even better. Remember, you can play in Una games. Yep. He says, I'll buy him Ghost Recon on Ubi, and he'll play it on Luna.
I also have to stream that shit. Don't forget that.
No, streaming that. No, the way Luna works is it splits the stream. Like it splits one stream to you, and it sends a simultaneous stream to Twitch. So it's not bogging down your process at all. That's the power of cloud gaming. Like he's trying to wiggle. He's trying to wiggle on it. I can't stream.
What fucking power? Shut the hell up, boss. What power of the cloud? Please.
Oh, that is the power of the cloud, brother.
It's the trash of the cloud.
All right, y'all. Where do y'all want me to play Dragon's Dogma on? I'm not planning on this channel because we can't do game streams here anymore because YouTube is almost said something unsavory. YouTube is goofy. So, almost got canceled. YouTube is messed up, so I can't play it here. But we're gonna. I can play it on. I can play it on YouTube or I can play it on Twitch. What do y'all prefer? While Cold Blood plays around with Fortnite. And he realizes the terror that he's about to get into.
Wait, I'm showing you how bad the viewing experience.
You're not talking about poor performance. Yeah, I told you I was going to play it. But even though I play it, see, I'm trying to set a standard. Even though I play it, and even though I enjoy the gameplay, it's still not It's still not an acceptable $70 game. It's not acceptable. Oh.
Well, Luna is probably even worse than xCloud.
No, it's either how your internet, however your provider works or your network, or it's something where these other platforms just isn't. They're not ideal for it. Like if you could see what we're seeing on our end when it comes to these platforms, then I think you would totally understand. I'm glad you can see. Go ahead.
This is just barely good to play a fucking single player game, but a multiplayer competitive game, hell no.
Yeah, if you were getting what we were getting on the other end, then I think you would better understand. I'm glad at the very least the PlayStation is working for you. I'm glad at least that's working for you.
Has to come first on other platforms, not just on
their console. Yeah, I'm glad that's working for you, but Oh yeah, but if you could get what we were getting out of NVIDIA GeForce Now, even Luna, like Luna at 1080p, like nothing messes with Luna at 1080p. Like literally, like Luna's the best at 1080p. I would say if you bump GeForce Now Ultimate down to 1080p, okay, maybe you'll get better response. Maybe. I haven't tried it. But opposite of that, nothing beats Luna at 1080p. I love Luna's performance and the way it looks. It's just there's not anything I want to play on there, and except Ubisoft games, and I can play them on GeForce Now Ultimate. He says, I don't know, my homeboy used to play Siege on Luna. You like Luna? Yeah.
He loves punishment then, I guess.
Yeah, no, Luna did play Siege better than Stadia. It did. It does. The Siege looks way better on Luna than it did on Stadia. Like your homeboy was right. Because Siege looked like a bowl of oatmeal on Stadia. That's why I had to stop playing it there. I was so disappointed. That was a game I really wanted to get into, Siege, but I couldn't because it just looked like a bowl of oatmeal on Stadia. But then when it came on freaking Luna, it looked awesome. I won't say it looked awesome, but it looked a lot better. Like, holy shit. And that's because Luna is the authentic PC version. Like they have the sliders and everything, so you could tweak it too. You could tweak it too, and if you wanted to, Sean, you could get 4K 30 on Luna with Siege.
Why can't they make Luna run fucking at 4K? What's going on?
I don't know. That's the $1 million question. I don't know.
I wish I could see my fucking ping right now.
They probably will now that it's that they've partnered with GOG. Like when Cyberpunk comes, like I can't imagine you having Cyberpunk on your stream service and you can't play it at 4K. Like I see them, and then I can't see you letting Boosteroid outperform you at 4K, because they're about to drop their 4K version of Boosteroid. I can't see you letting Boosteroid like steal your lunch. All right, y'all only got an hour. I mean, where do y'all want me to play? Where do y'all want me to play Dragon's Dogma at?
But they're gonna say, nah, let him play Fortnite.
That's why they ain't answer. They want you to play Fortnite. Yeah. It's gonna be torturous for him. Oh man. It's gonna be torturous because his network just is not. You can play on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, that's what sucks, man. Is that I wish, that's why I wish that you could get better performance. I wish you could from these cloud platforms, because you could see, especially GeForce Now, man. I love. Ain't no better way, man. Ain't no better way to game, man. What'd you say?
I saw that shit. What I did just now. Fucking melee his ass.
Yeah, I do look. Yeah, if y'all could see what I'm seeing, it does look. This is what he's seeing. Do you want me to share or no?
Sure.
Okay. Let me pop it out. And let's check out Cold Butt playing some. Granted, this is 720.
Some dog shit in Fortnite.
Granted, this is 720p.
Y'all see that shit? It's lagging so hard.
Let's see here. Group video. Let's add no capture window. We'll put Discord display. And oh, it caught it perfectly. There we go. And that's him playing Fortnite. That's Cold Blood playing Fortnite.
My fucking characters torching.
Yeah,
too much dog shit.
And that's what he's well. And granted, he's got a 720p stream that's streaming to me on 720p. So, but still, he's not having a good experience with it to where, you know, Sean, if you boot it up, I just booted it up just to see myself, and it was fine. You know, look good. It's just unfortunate. I wish, that's why I feel bad. I wish, you know, Cold Blood could, even though he has a 4090, just still the experience that shit, be able to play it on the go if you want to.
Not a 4090, 4080.
A 48. Oh, okay.
4090, bro. Where do I get the money for that?
You can do what Post Up is doing, man. Post Up confessions. Just grab your bag of pork rinds and drive all over town picking up people. You know, Phil Spencer said Phil Spencer might be my real daddy. I was talking to Pastor. Pastor said Phil Spencer made the Series S for black people. And then people will be like, "Oh, this poor soul. Yeah, let's get this dude some money. Get the hell out of here."
It is not playable.
Yeah, yeah, shit glitching out. Yeah, bro. Phil Spencer, he said, oh, and as a matter of fact, yeah, damn, that screen is really bad because, hold on, let me go to the properties. Yeah, let's force the SDR. There we go. Sorry about, yeah, that looks a little bit more shinier. Phil Spencer said.
I don't even know how do I even play something here. It's also changed. Battle Royale, and then how do I put it in solo or something? They completely changed Fortnite.
Yeah,
it's
definitely weird. All right, y'all, I'm about to go set up for some he says Luna has skateboard, y'all. All right, y'all, we're about to get ready for some Dragon's Dogma over on Twitch. Join us there. Here we go. Twitch.tv/MM2. No. What am I doing? HNDC. All right, join us over there. We'll see y'all there shortly. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate it. Till next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.